fancy dress and sent her to East London to meet a bus driver with an unusual talent. He uses his dusty route to fulfil his aspirations of becoming an artist.
London, a vibrant, dynamic city which isn't called the Big Smoke for nothing. Yes, London may be polluted and grubby in parts, but one man knows how to make dusty delightful. Today I'm in East London, where I'm going to meet bus driver Robert Burden, who spends his spare time creating masterpieces out of muck. When Robert's not driving his bus, he sketches into the scummy surfaces of cars and vans to create artwork. For him, a cruddy coating of dirt provides the perfect canvas for his portraits.
I'm a London bus driver and have been for 6 years.
How did you first get into this?
I've sort of always done art, really. I mean, well, I first came up to London about 2001 and I went to work for a courier company. You know, the vans we used to get really dirty and stuff, and I just used to practice my drawing and stuff, and I started trying it on the vans, and the lads really liked it.
Robert has depicted huge stars in his work, including James Dean, Marilyn Monroe and Bob Dylan. And today he'll be capturing his most famous subject of all, me. So, Robert, how do you create your artwork?
Basically, I'm trying to look at the highlights, you know, and I'm also using pencil covered in masking tape just as a means of getting the actual start of it down, if you know what I mean.
Also, you're not damaging the cars in any way, are you? Because you are using brushes as tools.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you tend to draw?
Music is a big influence. People like Bruce Springsteen, you know, but I also love old Hollywood.
Why do you do it, Robert?
It's a form of expression, you know, and I can't express myself on the buses, you know, and this is a way of sort of just getting away from it, I suppose, and just doing my own thing, like, you know, for a bit.
What sort of reaction do you normally get from the owners of the cars?
I get scared, I guess, you know. I don't want to think of the bad reaction someone might have to it, you know, because not everyone understands it, you know.
Yeah. Would you like to be a professional artist, Robert?
Yes, I think I'd like to be, yes. You know, being on the buses is great, but it is too stressful, you know. If I don't do something about it, I'm going to have a heart attack or something.
Well, the masterpiece is finished, and Robert's certainly done me justice.
He has, and he's very good. Look at your face.
No, I did think it came out a little bit evil, but he didn't have very long at all, because obviously, and he was nervous and his hands were shaking as he was trying to do it, because obviously the pressure of me being there and
you
the
didn't look as smiley well as you normally do, Kirsty. I'm used to seeing with such a huge grin on your face.
But he ran out of dirt as well. So
it takes a lot more dirt to do you, does it? OK.
a bit more...
Let's have a look at some of his other work. As he said, a lot of musical artists. Tammy Wynette there. What do you make of that, Andy?
Yeah, very good. Very good likeness. Really, really good.
And that's Richie Haven, who was the Woodstock artist.
Okay.
He was one of the first performance days.
Over my head, I'm afraid.
I have to say I researched that. There you go, Dylan. Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah,
it's very good.
And James Dean, I think, is the last one we've got to have a little look at. That's actually my favourite, I think.
That's pretty good.
Has the car been washed, Kirsty, that you appeared on?
Yes, it has, but the owner who lived in the house opposite, she came down to see the car, and she was so excited that he was doing more on it, because apparently that's one of his favourite cars to do, because she never washes it. But she made him promise that once she got it dirty, if she washed it and got it dirty again, he'd do more artwork on it.
It's quite sweet. How he's going to, and I don't want to be cynical because I know art is for art's sake, but I want him to somehow monetise his talents. I don't know how he's going to kind of take it forwards. Maybe he could design murals on cars that they could then paint, you know, so that people could have them
maybe
permanently
advertising.
There. Yeah, advertising, yes. He probably doesn't want to earn any money from it. It's a bit like busking, isn't it?
It is a bit like... Well, I used to do it because I worked on the buses for 2.5 years, and so I used to sing into the tannoy to the passengers.